Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Black Series figure review. Today in the Star Wars Black Series line, we've got the Imperial Patrol Trooper. This is a Redbox figure, so we'll take a look at his packaging now. So here we've got a picture of the Patrol Trooper on the right. There's Imperial Patrol Trooper in red down there. On the top it says Star Wars Black Series. We got the figure in the window there. It says Warning and Hasbro on that side. And then on this it says Imperial Patrol Trooper, and in big words it just says Imperial. And on this side, it's the Redbox, of course. And on top, we have 72. On the bottom, it says Imperial Patrol. Then we've got 72 up there again, Star Wars Black Series. Here's his bio if you want to pause to read it, and a bigger picture of him on the side here. So yeah, we'll take this figure out of the packaging, and we'll take a look at his accessories. So here we've got the Patrol Trooper in hand, and we're taking a look at him. He does come with one accessory. It is his pistol here. And it is painted unlike the Scout Trooper, but it's got some silver near like the where it shoots out of, on the handle near the barrel too. And it's got some nice black paint to it as well, and it has a pretty big scope too. So I think this is a really good blaster, and I like how it's painted this time. There is some storage if you want to just put it in its holster here, and yeah, fits perfectly in there if you just want to have him with his blaster there. He also comes with a secret accessory, which is this riot baton, and yeah, it's just in there, and some people may not even notice it unless you try and take it out. But yeah, we'll set that figure back up and we'll take a look at the baton. So it does have this little silver paint in the middle here of the two kind of like black handles, but the handles have sort of like a rough texture to it. But yeah, I think this is cool how Hasbro snuck us a little accessory. I do wish Hasbro did more of this, but it's alright. So now, on the details. So for the Patrol Trooper here, we take a look at his helmet. It is different than the regular Stormtrooper helmet. It has this nice black paint and like white gills, sort of like the white marks on the side. It's got a bigger exhaust port, some silver on the breathing holes, gray in the back too. So here's the original 2020 Stormtrooper mold. And yeah, as you can see, it's a lot different. The forehead on the Patrol Trooper is a bit bigger. The exhaust port near the breathing ports are smaller on the regular Stormtrooper. The helmet's a lot bigger for the Patrol Trooper. But yeah, he does have this like backpack thing, sort of what the Scout Troopers have, sort of. Has these two black squares and a black line down there. He does have some shoulder pads and some gauntlets here that has some two painted black lines on that side, and some different shoulder pad on this side. He does have this little chest panel here that has one green button. More inner workings of the armor. On the belt here, it's got some nice black paint to it. So black holsters. There's the pistol holster and the baton holster. On the back here, there's some more pouches, and then this piece on the back here. But yeah, here we've got his jeans that have this white line going down through it. And on the foot, we've got the armor that kind of has a buckle going around on each leg. And yeah, then he's got his boots here that have a little bit of black paint on them as well. So that was the Patrol Troopers detail. Now we're going to take a look at his articulation. So for the Patrol Troopers here, his articulation, he can look back about that far and about that far forward. He does have a bit of tilt. He can T-pose about that far up. He does have butterfly joints, so that's a plus. You can see him in there right there. And yeah, elbow can get about a little bit past 90. As you can see, there is up and down on this trigger finger. Rotation all the way around. There is some side to side on the elbow as well, so that's also another plus. And there is some side to side here on this wrist. So yeah, he can go back about that far and about that far forward, so a little bit of ab crunch. He can hula hoop because of the ball joint at his chest or midsection. He does have some thigh swivel, as you can see there. Splits can get you about that far. And yeah, like I said, thigh swivel here. Trying to line it up with the white line here. Double knee here can, I think, take you all the way back here. Yep, almost all the way back. It kind of stops because of the knee pad or the shin guard. Rotation at the boot, so boot rotation. And ankle can go down that far forward. And there's a bit of rocker. So that is the Patrol Trooper's articulation. Now we're going to set him aside and take a look at some of his Imperial Stormtrooper friends. So here you got the Patrol Trooper on the left next to the 2020 Stormtrooper body, and on the right, the Riot Scout Patrol. Thank you guys so much for watching another Star Wars Black Series figure review. Today in the Star Wars Black Series line, we had the Imperial Patrol Trooper, and I definitely recommend picking this figure up. I do know he's a bit older, and that he's a little bit more on the expensive side, but yeah, army building this guy is probably a great idea because you can have some in your Han Solo, which is what he's originally from, but in Jedi Survivor, you see them in the beginning scene. But yeah, that's all I have for you. The Commander Cycle, out.